speaking of things that the internet is complaining about, Texas is putting a law into place. And before I say what my understanding of the law is, there are these. Okay, first off, this was an article that was given to us by our former co-host John, because he is the biggest anime fan that I know. So of course it was interesting to him. So he sent it to me to talk. Said, "You guys really need to talk about this." Because remember, he used to say 10 billion people watch anime. More is more popular than people on the planet. But regardless of that, there are all these people that are saying Texas is passing a law to ban anime. And the truth is, they're passing a law to ban, I think it's called lolly. There's another name for it too, hentai. It's the style of anime where they depict underage girls engaging in things that underage girls shouldn't engage in, sexualizing them and all of that kind of stuff. So that is what they're outlawing. And there are all these people who are up in arms saying, "Oh, then that's going to outlaw all this anime." So, okay, maybe you shouldn't be watching that. That's just my opinion. What do you think there, Don? Are you going to be upset? You don't live in Texas, so what do you care?
No, I do not live in Texas. I would never live in Texas. I've been to Texas. And when I'm sweating my balls off at 6 a.m. before the sun even comes up, I'm not fucking happy. So, no, I won't be living in Texas.
All my
However, with
exes
this
live in
said,
Texas.
all right, God bless Texas. All that dumb country music bullshit. Listen, Texas, okay. So, this is something that they'll never really be able to enforce. So for those kind of sensationalizing this and saying, "Oh, this is going to ban anime," how'd that work for prohibition alcohol? How'd that work for marijuana? I think we all realize right now, our governments, local municipalities, they only have so much power to enforce laws, and they're not going after AI programs that are creating questionable content. Which, as I read this, is basically what I thought. Is they're just saying, "Hey,
Yep.
you cannot fucking create child porn with AI and be cool. We're still going to fucking nail you to the wall," which I support, but I am a small government guy. So to me, I think anyone that creates AI should be like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, Mr. AI, don't do fucking minors in sexual acts." Is it a slippery slope? Yes. Is it anything that's ever really going to be able to be enforced? Unless it's completely rampant or you're somebody that's famous. Obviously, someone catch wind of Gina Davis having a bunch of AI child porn. That's going to be a thing. But outside of that, they're never going to be able to do anything about it, let alone ban anime. With that said, though, again, I can get around it because at this point, yeah, that's all a pedophile has to do. I'm sure there's all sorts of
I,
porn AI. So
I,
I can only
I,
fucking imagine what you can create.
well, there's also just Japanese cartoons that have that stuff in it. And the thing is,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not going to knock door to door and look at everyone's DVD and manga collection either. If you already own it, just watch it. What are they
Yeah.
going to do? You're right. It's like somebody said to me once, like laws laws are controlled by culture, in the sense of there are things that'll be enforced and things that aren't enforced. There are blue laws that are still on the books in a lot of states and cities and whatnot
Yeah,
that
there's a lot of like illegal sodomy going on. But how the fuck are they ever going to enforce some shit like that?
yeah, I think, but I also agree with the spirit of the law. Don't depict underage
Don't be a
girls.
fucking creep. It's simple.
Yeah, but you're right. Then people sensationalize it. It's funny because it also reminds me, when I saw this, it was reminding me of something I heard not that long ago. It keeps going on, and it's one of these things where different states are now requiring you to put in your state ID number or your license number to prove you're 18 before you can access certain adult websites. Obviously, Pornhub is the sugar daddy of all the big boy on the block. And basically, every time a state passes one of these laws, they stop operating in that state. Like they'll block, if your IP address says you're in a state that passed that law, you just can't go to the site anymore because they don't want to require people to prove they're 18 that way. And it's funny because I've heard people argue about like free speech rights and stuff. And it's if I live in a if I live in Philadelphia and if I want to go to a strip joint, I have to show my ID before I can walk in the door. If I want to go to an adult bookstore, they're going to ask for my ID when I try to walk in the door. Like that's a law. So why is it because it's on the internet I should be able to just access it freely without having to prove I'm an adult? And I'm not saying I frequent adult bookstores and I haven't been to a strip joint in a long time, but it's still
I
that's
was
the
a used
law.
car salesman last time I went to a strip joint.
So yeah, like I don't understand why just because it's on the internet means that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. Like just because it's
We'll have the
animated,
FCC of the internet here soon enough.
yeah, just because it's animated doesn't mean it's the child depiction is okay. But there are people
Yeah.
who actually think that way. Oh, it's just a cartoon. Kasan says, I'm actually hopeful anime studios will make girls more realistic. I'm tired of the magic girl trope. It's weird and needs to go. I don't know what
You
that
know,
means.
no, I know what he means, man. It's if you like watch anime, man, they've got like these perfect bodies, right? And like most women, man, when they take off that bra, man, them titties sagging to near the belly button, and that's fine. That's just perfectly okay with me, as long as you let me do my thing. I don't give a fuck. So that's all he's saying.
Yeah,
This cellulite in there, it's fine. It's beautiful.
my okay. All right. I shouldn't talk about this on this podcast. Never mind.
That means you should, in
I
my
was gonna
book.
say, my late wife was well endowed. And yes,
Right on. Big
like
old bitties, baby. Yeah.
once she was in her late 30s, early 40s, that like they just sagged. Like that's
I'll
just
pick them bitches off the floor. Doesn't matter. Bucket.
but my girlfriend isn't as well endowed. So she doesn't have that issue as badly as a large breasted woman. I'm just saying. So as you get older, if you're single, if you want a woman that's perky, she either had to have plastic surgery, she has to be under 30, or has small breasts. As Kasan says, a magic girl is a girl who is supposed to old like 100 plus, but looks like she's 12. She acts
You're
like an adult but
describing
looks like a minor.
you're describing Tsunade from Naruto. That seems
Okay.
awfully specific.
Maybe it's something they do a lot in anime because
Maybe because I only watch. I'm not a big anime person,
the
so
Japanese culture is weird. Like when you really look,
well, let's see how your civilization evolves after getting hit by 2 atomic weapons.
I'm not just, I'm just saying, if you actually look at Japanese culture, they do a lot of odd things, and to each their own, but it's not our culture.
They struggle with self-expression, I would say,
Yeah,
which causes some backup. Yeah, yeah,
that's one way to put it. Back up.
backup.
I hate when I'm backed up, and then the balls get blue. All right, I think. Yeah, I think that's enough on that topic. Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.